I got an interesting comment on my last video. Since we know it's fake now, we can all stop giving it attention so it doesn't turn into another Smollett situation. These people need to be ignored, not given more attention. And I apologize to you, random commenter, and anyone else who holds that same sentiment of, now that we know it's fake, y'all can stop putting your energy towards this. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because a woman who spent time letting you know that there was a missing toddler on the side of the road, which nobody else can corroborate, even though that there was a lot of cars on that busy ass intersection, she goes missing trying to help said toddler. She has people in her community and around the country in a panic because, oh my God, a woman went missing trying to help a toddler, and let alone a black woman, the most disrespected group in American history. There's panic in the air, but we have to say prayers and hold thoughts dear because hopefully she's found and she's safe. And she just turned back up at her parents' house. And when you ask questions, apparently that's bad because all y'all want to do is discredit a black woman. Y'all were praying for her, and now it's time for y'all to talk down on her because she's a black woman. No, she just showed back up at her parents' house magically as if nothing happened. Of course, people are going to ask questions. And then, as I say, wait, just wait, and you'll get whatever it is you seek. They do a press conference, and they detail how it looks as if she was planning this from the jump.
On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th.
Oh! And everybody has their own theories. I like the one where she was just getting dick in the woods. And it's just me being me at this point because I know it's very funny. It's weird how it's time to give it up when we got people comparing someone who was Googling the movie Taken and looking up bus tickets and looking up what the age requirement is for an Amber Alert being compared to, of all people, Emmett Till.
History freaking repeats itself, y'all. The same way that they did Emmett Till.
You can't even
the
say
same
name
way
right,
in the media,
dumbass.
in the news, their source of news is what you're fucking doing now.
And a bunch of people playing the race card. I think it's absolutely fine if we just keep this train going and we laugh for a little bit. Because in this terrible world, it is perfectly fine for us all to have a good laugh at a stupid person doing something stupid. So, allow me to give you some information that is speculation. I will say it one more time. Speculation. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. Speculation. I'm going to say it one more time for the people who write in paragraphs about how much I hate black women or how I should be focusing on the real victims, even though y'all didn't focus on the real victims. Y'all was going around stopping people from asking questions about real victims. And I just want to say, if anybody is to feel bad for in this situation, it's the boyfriend. The boyfriend wrote this long ass paragraph about how she was fighting back. She was fighting for her life. And it was this harrowing situation where she was the victor. Turn out, based on speculation, none of it is confirmed. I'd even go as far as to say it's nothing but gossip, but I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with it. Apparently, this is all just a lover's quarrel.
Going on. Well, when you start talking about something, people start DMing you the truth. It looks like 50 people from Hoover have already got fired for leaking what's really going on with this case, and it's trickled into my DM. So you mean to tell me all this was because she was trying to get back at her ex-man? Yeah, that boyfriend that spoke out about her being kidnapped and held and tortured. Yeah, that was her ex-man. And he actually cheated on her with a stripper. And Carlee had it out with the stripper. And to get back at him, yeah, she disappeared herself. And then got afraid when it blew up. This is what Carlee said to the side chick. Itch, please. He told me everything you said about me and you thought I told him to say that. I wasn't even with him. You're delusional AF if you think y'all little conversation was anything more than convenience and the fact that he used you to get back at me out of anger. You want to talk about I don't compare to you on your worst day? Girl, bye. You're miserable, or at least should be, being a stripper to provide for a child I've heard you've had from multiple people. So not surprised you don't know who your baby daddy is. Mention me or contact my NIGGA again, and you'll see I'm not the one to play with. You don't want you and your whole family touched. You're poor. I'm rich. You're a stripper. I'm a nurse. You're ugly. I'm beautiful. You could never. You're the bottom of the barrel. Someone from the police department just could not watch us all suffer. So they released these details. Here's the update. She's sticking to the story that she was abducted. She says she was lured into the woods by some people who live in the woods, described as a person with orange hair, balding on top, tied her up and drove her around and put her in an 18-wheeler and fed her cheeses for 2 days, and they painted her nails. They kept her on 150 somewhere, and somehow she managed to get away and run through the woods to her neighborhood until she got into her house and then goes into the hospital. Hoover got some Ring doorbell footage from her neighborhood, and it just shows her walking casually until she gets close to her house, and then she starts sprinting and flailing arms and acting a fool. She got caught stealing from work that day, failed out of nursing school, and has been on drugs. She had her friend behind her, and that's who picked her up. She was with her friend all weekend. The police knew she was safe because she unblocked her ex while she was quote-unquote abducted. She planned to disappear and realized it wasn't going to work.
And I would just like to say, if, I gotta say it numerous times for the hard-headed people in the back, if this so happens to be true, it only makes it worse for one group of people, actual victims, no matter if they white, black, Asian, gay, straight. You waste people's time with this.
We happy she home safe. Everybody making videos now saying the same people that was rooting for her to come home wish she was found unalive. That ain't what we wish. We happy for her, but we just genuinely want to know where this baby at. There's a parent out there with a child missing. This child could have been missing for, we don't know how long, could have been missing for a newborn. They could have been using this child as bait from the get-go. But what we want to know is how you not speaking out about it, but you risk your life for this child. That's the cause of your abduction, and you mean to tell me you ain't got nothing to say about it? You should have been eager to give updates to the police, not go home and rest. I just need to rest because time is of the essence. It calls you to pull over in the middle of the night.
Carlee, bitch, you was lying this whole time. You got me on here acting like I'm Oprah Winfrey, ho. I done peeled off every single one of my lashes, ho, because I'm so stressed out about you. I'm talking about I keep watching the highway footage. I just swear up and down a midget got you in a headlock, bitch. But that's really you going in your back seat to get the snacks from Target, bitch. I done called my grandma about you, ho. I done told my grandma to create a prayer circle for you. I really was worried. Then you done stole from your fucking job. You done put the money in your sock. Bitch, you done rolled up to your mama's house butt ass naked, but you got some money in your sock. Talking about some of the kidnappers gave it to me. So the kidnappers gave you a parting gift. This why they don't believe us when we be missing, bitch. It's really people out here that need fucking help, and you wasting our time because you trying to make a mad. You finna piss me the fuck off, Carlee. I really made a video about this shit. I don't be speaking on nothing, but I spoke on your lying ass. And you had to be from Birmingham, too.
I'm sorry. It is a waste of time. You can spin your narrative however you want. You could try to make it a race issue. You could try to make it against all black women. But guess what? There's only one group of people you hurting, and that's actual victims who have been kidnapped. Actual people who are missing right now and are struggling to be found because all that time and energy y'all talking about being mad at people like me laughing at this bitch, you could be spending that time looking for those victims. So don't try to do anything of guilt trip towards people like me because we having a laugh, because all I've said from the jump is just wait. I didn't say it was an outright hoax. I didn't say I outright believed her. I said just wait. Why? Because our story smelled like shit, and what did we find? Shit. And I would just like to say, as we can wrap this video up, 2 things worth of importance. Number 1, donate to my Ko-fi. Why? Because just like this dumbass bitch, I love Cheez-Its, but I'm not gonna waste my time going missing in the woods over some Cheez-Its. And number 2, if I can end it on a good note, I will. There was a little girl who was kidnapped. Actually, didn't spend time stealing from her work, didn't spend time going to Target, didn't go near the woods, didn't have everybody panicking for 2 days. She actually went missing and she was found. You know why? Because she was using the Nintendo Switch. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a positive note to end this on. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.